guys, welcome back to Becoming Adjessi. I'm back with another video. Yay! I missed you guys so much. But today we're going to talk about hair and the sacred practice of hair. I got a reading done last week from this video recording. Today's the 14th of March, just so y'all know. When I started recording this, and my ancestors, angels, and guides through that reading, they're like, you need to do that thing that you do with your hair. And I'm sitting there like, huh? And she's like, my reader, Murphy, who's amazing. And if y'all need a reader, I got you. She was like, that thing that you do, like with your hair. And she said that she was seeing like women, like lots of women, just like combing and brushing hair. And I was like, oh, I know what you're talking about. Cause my hair was like a little bit rough and it was time for a change. And I make my hair time my sacred time. And I just started to think about a lot of things. I go into like this deep meditation. It's time for just me. And of course I have to sit in front of a mirror as I'm doing my hair. And just reflect on things. And you're looking at yourself, you're seeing yourself. And one of the things I thought about was how for women, like, we don't take that time. We don't cherish that time. It's become this thing where everyone just wants their hair done quickly. They want it done fast and they just want to go. And there are just a couple of things that I wanted to touch on. Like, let's start with number one, like, finding a hairstylist or finding a place that you can go and sit and do your hair that's relaxed and zen. Oftentimes it's not like that. It's loud. Everyone's talking about their problems, which is fine because, we do need a space to do that. But it's just like, you can do that with being mindful of the energy. And like, oftentimes it's just all this anger and frustration that's being released, but the energy is not moving in a way that it creates healing. Because oftentimes, like, I can remember from sitting in a salon and like people are talking about their problems, so then the hairstylist starts talking about their problems. It just goes on and on and on and on and on. But I can't sit here and say that I ever heard any advice being given or people coming out of there like, oh, that really was transformative. It's like just this offload area. It's this offload space, but healing or guidance towards healing that situation doesn't happen. It's just like, okay, so we just put all our energy in here and we leave. But yes, there's that sense of relief, but I don't remember there being like an energy of fostering community and healing. Like, I don't remember the feeling of healing. It just felt like a dumping ground. And like, for me, let's be mindful of the fact that we're dumping all this energy into this space and now it's just bouncing off from person to person. And now I'm going home with people's problems. People are going home with people's problems and people's energy. There was never any sage going on or any palos happening, like nothing. You know what I'm saying? No protection, no cleansing, no clearing, no nothing. It's like the salon was like a dumping ground. And no one was ever mindful of the energy that was being shared and being an empath, or like for people who are like empaths and spiritually inclined, just soaking in all of that energy and then taking it home. Like, there wasn't that experience of like, oh my gosh, I had such a good time. I talked about my problems. I got some advice from women on how to deal with those things, and now I'm going to go do something with it. So that's number one. Number two, let's talk about the cleansing and clearing practices after all that dumping and offload. Something I was talking to my friend, my bestie, earlier about was, do stylists like cleanse themselves? Like, do stylists cleanse themselves? Like, after being in people's crown chakra, like all day, every single day, like, what are your cleansing practices? Do you release this energy somewhere? Do you meditate? Do you sage? Do you bellows? Um, that's number two. Number three, just how quickly everyone just wants to get their hair done and get out of there. I was thinking about that as I was doing my hair, and I was like, why are we in a rush? Like, for women, like, hair is such a big part of women. You know, even if you're like someone who has like a buzz cut, like it's your identity. Like for women, like the hair is the identity. Again, it's your crown chakra, it's your connectivity to spirit, your antennas. Like that's where you're getting your information. And I'm like, why are we so in a rush? Like, why don't we take that time for ourselves? Like, why do we feel like it should only take 2 hours or 3 hours? Like, why are we so in a rush? Why are we taking that time from ourselves, um, and not enjoying sharing a space and getting your hair done and having that moment to relax and just self care? Like, it was just so heavy. It was so heavy thinking about those things. Like, I deep dived into what Murphy was telling me when she got that vision. And like, as I was doing my hair this time around, like, I was like, you know what? I want the straight parts. Like, I want it to look clean and cut. Like, it's not rushed. Like, cause usually, even though I do take a long time on my hair, I really do. Because of course, when you're doing it yourself, you get tired. You know, you take long breaks. Could be an hour, 2 hour break. Cause you're doing it yourself. But this time I was very much so like, meticulous about how I parted my hair, how I wanted my hair to lay, how I wanted it to feel after I finished doing it. And I just really, really enjoyed my time. Like when I tell you, usually I always do this. Like when I'm doing my hair, I do not have time for anyone else or anything else. I really don't. But this time just felt so good. Like it felt so good. Like I just wanted to stay in this world of doing my hair because it's just, I could feel the energy of the sacredness of just me doing it and being in that space of reflection and clear thought. Like, I started this process on Saturday morning at 3:03 a.m. I woke up and I didn't go back to sleep. Like, I started tidying my space, and then I took a long break because I was watching something on TV, and then I made my hair mask. That's a step that I have not done in such a long time. Like I'm telling y'all right now, I have not done that step in such a long time because it takes time. It's clay. It's like clay powder mixed with apple cider vinegar, or some people like to just use water. I used apple cider vinegar because I really wanted a deep cleanse. My crown chakra, but just taking that time to mix it, making sure it's the right consistency, taking time to like really work it through every part of my hair, every single part of my root. Like, I really took my time and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed being in my space today. Today, the past couple of days, I enjoyed just being at home and doing my hair and being in my own world. I still got stuff done around the house, cleaned my room. Like, I just did so much. It just felt like me slowing down and taking the time to concentrate on my hair gave me time to do other things. And I enjoyed it. And I really think, sorry, I'm going to stop touching it now. But I really think like we need that sacredness of hair needs to come back. I know they're like little pockets and like, you know, certain salons do create that atmosphere, but I feel like it needs to become a more normalized thing. Like women need to take that time for themselves and creating spaces where it is healing and there is community and it's not just an offloading space, and being mindful of the energy that is traveling around the space. Like, again, like I said, it's okay to definitely talk about our problems and offload, but like practitioners out here, hair practitioners out here, like I think it's important to work on having constructive like conversations and like healing practices that you can share, or like help in the atmosphere feel like a healing place. And I'm sitting here like, do I need to just open a place? I mean, I definitely don't have time to go get my licensing and stuff, but I wish I did, or I wish I could create this space. Like, I've always thought about having a space for women to just be women and enjoy that time, that sacred femininity, and it's just needed. Okay? So as I speak, I feel like I wish that the message that people can take from this is to spend more time with yourself. Don't rush that self-care process. Sink into it. Create more time and space for yourself. Like, of course, it takes sacrifice, but Spirit's always going to provide. For example, I haven't been working my second job for like a couple weeks now because I just needed time to myself. Like, I could have gone to work this weekend, but I was like, no, I want to spend time doing this thing and like reconnect into that feminine energy. And I really hope that people can slow down and take that time. And if there are people out there who want to open salons, please create that atmosphere. Like, I feel like that's so beneficial. Like, if I could right now, I definitely would open a space like that. But yeah, that's what I wanted to share. That's what's been on my mind. That's what's been going on. I wish I could have gone into like the history of like sacred hair practices and stuff like that, but maybe one of these days I will if there are enough people who are interested in it. But I also have some news coming up for you guys, and I will tell you guys about it later. But yeah, get in tune with your hair. Like, I can't stop touching my hair because my crown chakra feels so clean. Like, my crown feels so happy. I feel so happy, and I want others to experience that too. So with that being said, may your light shine bright. Sorry, I messed it all up. May your light shine bright and you'll take flight in your highest experience and manifest, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications for another video.